Well, guys, I simply could not wait to record this episode, so I did it before I went on my week-long break. So I recorded this one. I'm recording right now, obviously, so it's probably going to go up on the Tuesday or Wednesday. But I couldn't wait. It's opening night. I want to get this year started before I leave. So we're just going to do it right now. And I did make one game plan change based off some feedback in the comments section from the offseason video. And that was to put in Todd Graves as the starting small forward in place of Jared Vanderbilt, just because they're both very similar players. They both are very good defenders already, but Todd Graves is a much better offensive player based off of his progression last season. And I don't want to, thrust him into like a huge role right now. So he's going to start, but he's going to be playing about 24 minutes a game. And Keldon Johnson will play 24 minutes off the bench. Carney 19, Vando 17, Murphy 15, and Herman Pollard 11. And here's what the timeline looks like. And yes, I know what some of you are already thinking based off what you're seeing right here is that you have too many minutes where all the backups are in at one point. But the reason why this is happening is because, one, to space out minutes for Graves. Two, to give Keldon Johnson massive stretches when he is in there with the backups, because he is really a starter on every other team except for ours, most likely. And Carney had some great growth offensively during the progression part of the offseason. And I feel like Keon Murphy, low-key, could be a really good offensive rebounder, a really good post player with that B+ inside scoring. And I'm hoping for better shooting and passing from Pollard. Passing was actually pretty good last year, but I'm just hoping for better shooting from him. But I will expect Keldon Johnson to lead these backups when he's in there for those like 5 or 6 minutes of the game where all the backups are out there at the same time. But otherwise, I like this team. I like these lineups, and I think it does make sense to put Graves out there instead of Vando, because Graves is shorter at 6'6", but he's already as good of a defender as Vando is, so he provides more lateral quickness, more speed, acceleration. He can get around screens quicker. He can guard guys who are faster than guys that Vando would typically be guarding. So even though Vando played very well against Garland in the finals last year, I think Graves could be a better player in general just because he just has more offensive capabilities. So that's the change that I wanted to go over. And one more time, just to see what Graves has done in his work in the offseason, was he went all the way up to B- mid-range scoring, C 3-point, and C inside scoring, when all of these were pretty much like mid Ds, like D+, and C-. So to have him get better there is huge. And he's a great athlete. He's got a high IQ, a high potential. And it's important for us to get this guy playing time when he was in the G League for most of last year. So I just hope that he does not take more than like 10 shots a game. And out of those 10 shots, if he hits 4 to 5 of those, I think I'll take that. So I'm not going to make any changes to our lineup for the first couple of weeks. I'm not going to let this first opening night decide any changes going forward. But yeah, so I just want to give Graves a couple of starts, see how he does, and go from there. Go back to Vando or Keldon Johnson if we need to. But I feel like that could be good with Keldon Johnson being our main backup to lead those guys off the bench. So I wanted to go over that, and I think that's all I wanted to go over. We can jump right into this game, and their best player is Enrique Rivera alongside Kristaps, but I think that Payne guarding Kristaps is a very good matchup for us, so I'm not worried about Kristaps popping off. But for Enrique Rivera, this guy's a quick guard that is going to just take shots off screens left and right. Like, this guy's going to shoot the ball. He's going to take the vast majority of their shots when he's out there. So if you can have Todd Graves matched up on him and just try and lock him down, then that's the goal. I'm going to have Tyrese guarding somebody else. So we're going to see what Todd Graves can do on defense, and hopefully he can knock down some shots offensively. And it's our first time seeing our new court, our new jerseys, and I already did confirm that we don't have a ring ceremony. We don't have a celebration to start the year. We don't have a banner being put up on the rafters. We don't have that kind of a cutscene like the Cavaliers did last year. So 2K, what the hell are you doing, man? We are a marginalized team with not being allowed to have a ring ceremony. But I'm just going to assume that we already had our parade. We already got our rings before the year started. And we already have the banner up in Riders Arena. So let's head home and face the Knicks to start year number 8. Here we go. We are back at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. And we all have a while past to start the day. But already, I do like the new look of this court. I think it looks pretty clean, especially going more with the red color scheme than adding more black to it. I think it looks a lot cleaner for our jerseys and for the court. So that's pretty good. I like the look of it. And let's see what we can do on the defensive end here to start the day. Rivera, the triple, falling over, missed the shot. Anderson at the elbow, hands off to Payne. He is fouled on the shot by Kristaps. And by the way, the plan is to watch this entire game because I want to get a first real look at pretty much all the players on the team. And yeah, that should be pretty exciting for us as Payne gets our first points of the season at the charity stripe. Who else would you rather have it be doing that? It's 1-0 Vancouver. Got a mismatch down low for Ralph Nicholson. His fadeaway jumper is off the mark, and that was Graves there in his face guarding him. I don't have any other defensive adjustments against the Knicks besides having Graves guard Rivera. But Graves is going to play a lot less than he is, so somebody else will have to guard Rivera at some point as Bol knocks down the first field goal of the contest with that 3. And according to 2K's team intel that I checked before I started the season, is that the Knicks are apparently contending despite a 30-52 record last year. So I'm curious why that is. The roster doesn't look, fantastic or anything. It looks kind of like, not bare bones, but it looks kind of just average. But another good point to make is that they had us as buying, which I changed to contending, obviously, because we are the defending champs. And you brought back almost the entire team. So I changed that manually. But for the Knicks, I guess they're going to be showing something here in this game, so I'm kind of expecting a close contest, to be honest. As Payne picks up a foul, and Okoro hit the basket.
First personal foul at the line for the Knicks. Isaac Okoro.
Free throw is up in, and as you can tell, Anderson does not have that right shoulder sleeve on right now, so he is going to have that sometimes he won't. If you guys want any other accessory changes for other players, let me know. As that shot's off the mark from Bol. Payne got the board, but Enrique Rivera stripped the ball from him. The Knicks have it right back up by 2. Another mismatch down low. This time it's Halliburton on Nicholson, and this time he will score. Graves, or not Graves. Payne turns the ball over, and then Okoro lost it. Halliburton gets the steal to give it right back to us. He finds Anderson on the cut for his first buckets. Okoro, top of the key, open look, missed it though. Halliburton to Bol. Open look from downtown. That one's off. Payne gets the board again and puts it in. Tied again at 8 points apiece. Rivera takes the screen, finds a little bit of space, but Payne came over to put a hand up in there. Off on the clock. Graves, the triple, his first shot of the day, offline. A mismatch with Payne guarding Rivera. We don't even try to switch. Payne just gets around the screen. Great job. And his arm length really just, really made that miss happen. Graves gets the feed. Long 2. That one's offline. Back iron. Rivera finds Caleb Martin for 3. That one's off as well. Mismatch for Payne against Isaac Okoro. Double team comes for Nicholson. Payne spins out of it, but then tries to pass, and Okoro read it perfectly. Up to Rivera for the triple in transition. No dice. Vancouver has the ball back, still tied. Bol gets inside, back out to Hallie for the open triple. That one's good. And the Knicks call timeout. Rivera off the screen. Finds Nicholson down low. Payne's guarding him. Not Payne. Bol is, and he got the stop too. Gotta get these names right. Anderson to Graves at the rim. There's his first points of the season. His first bucket as a starter. I think he had, what, like 1 or 2 starts in his first year? But actually, no. No, he did not. Because he was sent down pretty early to the G League after, like, the first month, I think. He definitely did not get a start. Rivera, fadeaway 3. No. Payne rips down the board. Graves, Payne. Trying to find an open man. It's going to be Halliburton over to Anderson. His 3 is off the mark. Up on the shot clock. Nicholson has it. Has to find Rivera. Goes back to him for the 3, and that one hits back iron. A bit of a cold stretch for the Knicks. As we have Keldon Johnson about to check back in at the next dead ball. Double team for Payne. He finds Bobo wide open for 3. That's offline, though. Would have loved to see that one go in. Caleb Martin sees a lane. Got the switch to Payne. He stays in front. Back to Rivera. His shot is up and in. You know what? It's actually Cody Martin out there, not Caleb Martin. So, you know, they are twins. They look the exact same. So, my bad, I guess. Should have checked that. Pollard checks in for the first time as Anderson is fouled by Strickland. Ando also checked in along with Keldon Johnson and Keon Murphy. So Anderson out there as the lone starter left in the game for the Woodsmen. It looks like the Knicks brought in 4 backups except for Okoro, who stays out there. Anderson off the screen. Over the top finds Vando. Nice pass. 1 bucket only so far for Anderson, but a nice pass right there. Off the screen, Sylvester Hammonds for 3. Rattles it home. Screen comes for Pollard. He goes to Keldon Johnson for the contested 3. That's offline. Ball's tipped and Okongwu ends up with it. Hammonds, the triple. Missed this time. Anderson gets in the paint against Hammonds. Got him to fake, but then he passed out of it. Back to him. 5 on the clock. Vando the screen. Anderson fires. And he missed it. Kong with the screen. Hammond stifled by Vanderbilt until he gets to the rim, handing off to Okongwu, who steps out of bounds, and we take over. Bit of a sloppy game shooting-wise so far. Only a 15-13 scoreline with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Murphy lost it, started loose, he can't get it back, and Kennedy has it. Now he's got a mismatch somewhere against Murphy right here. The 3 is off the line. Another missed shot by both teams. Just open looks not falling right now for either one. Murphy throws it up. What a shot that would have been if that would have dropped. 2 minutes to go in the first. Rashid Manning with the ball. Launches, and that hits back iron. Pollard splits defenders, finds a lane, and lays it in, despite Kennedy sticking with him the entire way. Tough finish at the rim for Pollard. And frankly, I recall that in Pollard's first ever game that we watched with him, he got blocked a lot trying to get to the rim. But honestly, since then, he's been a lot better attacking the basket than he has taking threes or jumpers. As that 3 is good for New York to cut it back to 1. Carney checks in. We'll see what he can do. Off the screen. Matched up with Manning. Time counting down. He'll fire the triple, and that one's off too. Neither team has hardly hit a 3. It's been like 2 makes for each team, and they've taken like 10. Hammonds kicks it out to Manning for the wide open shot, but he can't knock it down this time. This inconsistency from both teams. Pollard attacks the basket. Blocked by Okongwu out of bounds. Vanderbilt inbounds to Carney for the open jumper, but he airballed it. How does Pollard not get that offensive board? How does Kennedy beat you there? Hammonds, quick 3 in transition online. And the Knicks take a 2-point lead with 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Pollard takes the screen from Murphy. Attacks the basket, and now he does get blocked. I was just talking about this. Keldon Johnson for 3. Too much on it. We have to be shooting like 30% in the first quarter. This is an embarrassing offensive start. Kennedy, guarded by Pollard. He stays in front so far. At the rim, he scores. 4-point lead for New York. And we end the quarter with less than 20 points. Started the second quarter on opening night. We don't want to have this game spoiled for us like we spoiled the Cavaliers as Keldon Johnson picks up a steal. Guard the ball loose out of the hands of Cody Martin. Halliburton attacks the rim, then kicks it back out to Payne, who steps into a shot that he knocks down. Lobbing it up, and we are right there. That was a bad idea from Rivera. Halliburton goes coast to coast and is fouled on the shot attempt. These free throws should tie it up. Last year he averaged just below 20 and 10, literally a smidge below a 20 and 10 average. He did a lot better in the playoffs. Let's see what he can do this year. The free throws are both good. We're tied at 21. Rivera takes it back out to Manning. Tough shot, no dice. Keldon Johnson fires on the move. That's not a good shot. Mismatch down low again for Nicholson as this keep happening. It works once again on Tyrese Halliburton for the second time today. The third time he's had a mismatch. Halliburton cuts. Vando finds him against Rivera at the rim. Gets around him for the buckets. It's tied again. Rivera thought twice about it. Kristaps trying to be there for a screen. He gets the feed instead. Shot clock. It's 5. Cody Martin, wide open jumper. Missed it. That's a chance for us to retake our lead back. Keldon Johnson gets the feed, slices inside, and lays it in between defenders. Rivera, step back triple offline. Carney pulls it down. Up ahead to Halliburton. He finds Keldon Johnson inside for the easy slam. Rivera hands off to Kristaps. Double clutches and Payne gets another stop on him. Porzingis, I think, is scoreless so far. I think. Payne the screen. Halliburton the shot on the move. Rattles out and Payne's there on the glass. He is so good at tracking the ball down, man. He's such a good rebounder. And again, I did not edit any of his attributes yet. I don't think I will. But I just am kind of expecting even better play than last year from him as Kristaps misses another shot at the rim. Halliburton given some space. That one will rattle in this time. And just like that, Vancouver leads by 9. 8 to go in the first half as Anderson checks back in for the Woodsmen. We'll see what he can do. Only has, I think, 1 shot to his name so far in this game. Should be out there for the rest of the first half, though. Okoro to Martin. Time counting down. Rivera, the contested 3. Can't knock it down. And the cold spell continues to start the quarter for New York. Anderson peels off the screen, gets the feed, gets inside, and draws the second foul on Porzingis. Free throws coming up for Mr. Takeover. As we know him, last time we saw him, he was dropping 50 in Game 7 as he goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Nicholson, wide open shot, missed it. Not sure if he's much of a stretch 4. But they do get the offensive rebound. Hold on to possession. Martin on the move. That's an incredibly tough shot, and that one's not going to fall either. It's like a 1 for 10 start to the quarter for the Knicks. Payne with the rock. Finds Tyrese. Shot clock hits 5. Got to get a good look off here. Halliburton jacks it up. Contested look, no. Payne gets the board and throws it up in midair for the putback. 4 for 4 for him, a plus 19 plus minus. That's why he's out there. He's fantastic. New York calls timeout. Nicholson sets the screen, then he Tries to leak towards the rim, but we cover that one extremely well. Enrique Rivera blocks by Bol. Great help defense, but they get it back. Kristaps for three. Missed the shot. What is going on for the Knicks? Just got to be a lid on the rim or something as Halliburton gets to the rim with ease. And we lead by 14 points. What is this, like a 16-0 run? Nicholson gets behind Bol, and Rivera made a nice pass. They've shot 29% thanks to how they started the second quarter. That's incredible. Screen from Payne. Halliburton hesitates. Gets around it. Has an open look, but that hits back iron. Anderson pulls down the offensive board and lays in the reverse. Fantastic. Keldon Johnson has the ball thrown right to him. Rivera was trying to go over the top to Martin, but that's not going to work against a guy who's even taller than Martin is. Halliburton to Anderson. He gets inside. Can't hit the shot, though. Nice help defense from Cody Martin. Kristaps backdoor cut. The lob gets there. Over Bol and Don Payne. That's got to be Kristaps' first bucket of the day. Halliburton to Keldon Johnson. The open triple won't fall. And Kristaps pulls down the miss. Okoro ISO mode against Anderson. He stays in front. Okoro passes out of it. Rivera has a decent look, but he won't knock it down. Ball's tipped, and it goes right to Don Payne. Anderson finds Halliburton for the open three in transition, but he can't knock it down. Come on, guys. We've had some really open looks. Got to knock those ones through. Shot clock winding down for the Knicks. Rivera has to get one off, and he hits again. 3 for 12 to start the day for him, but it's a 9-point game with 3:41 left in the first half. Graves and Murphy check in for the rest of the first half. See if they can provide something on either end of the court. Graves finds Halliburton. Wide open three. That one's off too. Come on, guys. Okoro off the corner screen. Kicks it back out. Open shot. It's off the mark. Halliburton to Anderson. He gets down low. Almost hit the acrobatic layup, but he draws the foul as well. 4 free throws for Anderson. Hope he can go 2 for 2 this time. First one is up and through. As Carney will check in for the last couple of minutes, and Halliburton will take a seat. So we'll let Carney play point and see what he can do. Okoro, top of the key, can't knock it down or rolled around the rim. Carney finds Graves. His triple is up and out. Too much under it. Kong with the screen. Graves gets around it easily, but he finds him. It's wide open for a three in the corner. But the Knicks still have not found their offensive rhythm either. We've kind of lost ours. Murphy the screen. Graves gets inside. Back to him. What was that? Jump ball has been forced by Hammonds. Murphy should, in theory, win this one. He is much taller, but we have seen weirder things happen. And Hammonds does win the tip. Kennedy, contested triple. That one rattles out. There's 7 second quarter points for the Knicks. Murphy to Anderson. Gotta hit this one. Yes, he does. Hammonds whips it out to Okoro. Okongwu sets the screen. Okoro for three. Missed it. Barney with the ball. A minute to go in the first half. Anderson wide open tray. There we go. Get that guy some more open looks. 4 for 7 here in the first half. He's taken only a couple of shots, but they've all been pretty good looks besides that one layup attempt. As that shot won't fall for Kennedy. Something has happened to New York between the first and second quarter. I'm not sure what it was, but holy hell, have they been awful on the offensive end. Graves. Deep open three, missed it. Want to see him knock more of those down, though. Emmons, quick trigger off the screen. That one will finally break the cold spell. Last shot of the first half will be for the Woodsmen. Carney to Graves. Open three. And this time he knocks it down. That's what I'm talking about, Todd. Halftime lead of 17 points for Vancouver. A strange first half. And some poor shooting by both teams in the first quarter leads to a 49-32 halftime score. Start of the second half. It should be the Knicks starting with the ball, which they will. Okoro's going to bring the ball up. Let's see what happens here in the second half. We only shot 42%, but still put up 49 and have a really solid lead. But we have seen some crazy comebacks in games like these where it's a good second quarter for one team and then the second half they turn things around. So going to hope for the opposite in this case. As Rivera launches and his shot's off there, but Kristaps is swatted off the offensive attempt for the putback. Don Payne is just everywhere. He knows exactly what's going on, even if he can't make the play every time. He's staring down Kristaps. Look at that. Just be silently aggressive. Love seeing it. Martin's going to inbound for New York. He goes to Okoro in the corner. Under 10 on the shot clock. Martin finds Rivera. He gets by a screen, steps back, and finds Nicholson for the open shot. But once again, the Knicks just cannot knock down these open threes. Payne to Anderson. High screen. Quick three. It's off, and Payne can't get the offensive board. It's Kristaps instead. 5 on the clock. Rivera has to get one off at the deep shot. Well covered, and he still hits it. That's incredible. Bobo finds Halliburton on the cut. Rivera too slow to catch up. Martin, fadeaway jumper. That's not going in. Halliburton finds Bobo. Tough finish at the rim. Rivera on the move. Can't knock it down this time. He has been a very spotty shooter in this matchup. Anderson cuts. Halliburton finds him, and just like that, it's a 20-point lead for the Vancouver Woodsmen. The reigning champs blowing out the Knicks here at home to start Year 8. They want to talk things over. Cody Martin, the open shot. Got it to go. See if they pick things up from downtown. Anderson cuts, and Payne makes a great pass. Rivera ISO mode against Graves. Can he get the stop? Payne will instead, but Graves stayed with him the entire time. That was great on-ball defense and great help defense. And that's going to result in a perfect stop. Graves at the hoop, got it to go. The assist goes to Anderson. I'm liking what Todd Graves is bringing to this team. I like what he's doing so far. And Anderson has made quite some smart plays in this one. Hasn't really taken a bad shot besides the one. And has made some nice passes too. Martin blocked by Payne. That's 3 here in the half. Up ahead to Halliburton for the open triple. It's good! Vancouver leads by 24. Just 4 minutes into this third quarter. Rivera lobs it, and Anderson snatches the ball out of midair. He finds Graves with a corner 3. Oh, that would have been fantastic. I would have popped the fuck off right there. Rivera goes back to Kristaps. Payne stays in front. He attacks the rim, heading off to Nicholson. Back out to Okoro. Contested 3. And we get another stop. Bobo launches. That one's off the mark, and Nicholson rips it down. The step back is off the mark from Kristaps Porzingis. The Knicks still have not found their rhythm here in the second half. Anderson cuts. Rivera got caught on the screen from Payne, and that freed up Anderson at the rim. He was wide open. Rivera lost it, got it back though. Graves playing some nice on-ball defense. He hands off to Okoro, and Anderson got caught behind the screen, but missed the shot. Bobo, quick trigger. That one won't fall. Nicholson backdoor cut. The lob over the top is not there. It's overpassed. And Halliburton ends up with it. He finds Todd Graves wide open. Nobody near him. Look at that court vision from Tyrese. And Todd Graves has done a very nice job of just finding his way to the rim, getting open, and finishing, whether there's contact or not. I've really enjoyed that from him so far. He's done well, much better on the offensive end than he ever did last year. Vera gets inside the paint. Step back jumper. Got it. And Graves was there. Just a better shot. As Halliburton's got 17 points now. Murphy, Keldon Johnson, and Carney check in for the Woodsmen, but Anderson and Halliburton stay out there for the time being as Anderson knocks it down in the mouth of Sylvester Hammonds. That will extend our lead to 28. Hammonds. Deep three, left it short. It's a bit of a small lineup out there right now as Halliburton is fouled by Okongwu. Thought that was going to be a clean block for a second. But more free throws for the Woodsmen. First one is up and good. And Halliburton hits both. And just like that, it is a 30-point lead. We were down by 4 after the first quarter. And things have quickly turned around. We've gone on a 53-19 run as Halliburton jars the ball loose. Great pass to Keldon Johnson, but he's blocked by Okongwu from behind. The Knicks get it back quickly. Kennedy trying to push the tempo, but his shot is off the mark. They just really have not hit those contested or open jumpers as Anderson's lob attempt is snuffed out by Okongwu. Kennedy blocked by Anderson on the other end, but Hammond's got it back for the putback. Couple of nice defensive plays, though, by Anderson. Murphy almost had it jarred loose. Halliburton for 3, missed the shot. Manning, step back, Trey, missed it. It is really, since that first quarter, have been even worse on the offensive end. Not sure how, but it's happening. Halliburton back to Anderson for the long 2. It rattles out. They whip it up ahead, and Anderson gets the steal. They were trying to find Hammonds below the rim, trying to cherry pick, but Anderson read it perfectly. That's 3 great plays on defense in this quarter alone. Halliburton for 3. Got it! Rashid Manning at the elbow. Got the switch to Murphy. Slides, pump fakes, blocked! Halliburton to Anderson. Over Okongwu, got it in his face. That was actually Strickland, but still a nice shot. 22 points for him, 22 for Tyrese. Stars are showing up. The role players have done a good job so far, and I'm liking what I'm seeing on both sides of the court. Kennedy, the triple. Just can't get it to fall. Screen for Halliburton. He finds Carney in the corner, but he's covered well by Manning. What do we drop now? Another screen. Halliburton, the shot, and the bucket. Now he leads our team in scoring here in the opening stage of the season. We've shot a lot better in the third quarter than at any point there in the first half. Hammonds, open triple. That's not going to fall. I thought it would. Halliburton cuts inside. Out of a shot, finds Murphy. What a pass. Hammonds from downtown. Pack iron. It's no way that the Knicks are actually this bad at taking threes, right? Like, this is an embarrassing performance on opening night. They've hardly scored. They're going to have less than 50 points through 3 quarters. Unless they go on a tear to end the quarter. This is incredible stuff. And in a bad way. Bando checks in with Pollard and Keldon Johnson. So now we got all 5 backups out there for the last 33 of the quarter. Keldon Johnson, the triple. Got it! Are the Knicks taking notes? We're about to double their score. Hammonds off the screen. Misses that one too. Is anybody shooting well for them at all? Like, is there a guy who's been 1 for 2? I don't think so. I think they're all like 1 for 5. Pollard, what was that and how did that go in? He was like 5 feet behind the line and banks it in. And we lead by more than twice their score. It's a 43-point game. They've got 42. Now look, every team is due for a bad game. Every team's going to have a couple of bad games a year. But what we're watching right now is something even worse than a bad game. This is like a G League team facing a real franchise team. This is incredible. It's 87-42 with 12 to play. I thought they were going to show me something. How is this team a contender? And how are we, like, I checked, and we are not even top 10 in the preseason power rankings. Somehow. We are the defending champions. How is that possible? We brought back the entire squad. Not sure how to react to that. Carney, corner 3. High arcing, no, but Payne is out there for the tip-in, man. The Knicks have already brought in a couple of players who I don't even recognize as appearing earlier at any point in the game. They got this guy Best out there. They got number, what is that, 46? 48? I don't think he showed up before this quarter. And now Anderson gets a steal off him. Another good play by him on defense. He throws up a wild shot, and he hits it with the left hand. What is happening in this game? I thought it was going to be a close one. Hammonds turns the ball over. The defense is unreal. The offense since the first quarter has been smooth and fluid. Yeah, we look this is like the best we've ever looked. Anderson at the rim is fouled by Lane. They're pretty much going to put out their entire team out there on opening night, which is a terrible sign. Unless you're winning by 50, but they're on the opposite end of that kind of a scoreline. Anderson knocks down both. Yeah, I don't think there's a comeback in the works here, guys. I don't know what has happened. 3-second violation. Not even sure who that guy is, but that is a turnover. That is Edwards. It's not Carson Edwards. I'm pretty sure Carson Edwards plays for the Celtics. Plays is a bit of a stretch, though. Carney for 3. Offline. Vando's there. Offensive putback is up and through. The Knicks are showing zero effort. They brought back in Rivera and Manning, along with those 3 guys off the reserves team. Manning for 3. Are they going to score in the quarter? Carney to Anderson. He gets inside, through the lane, bucket and the foul. And his first name does start with K. Maybe it is Carson Edwards. I thought his name had a C, though. I'll have to double check that. The free throw is up and good. Anderson looks spectacular. And let's just check the box score, because I am curious. Is this actually Carson Edwards? It's Kessler Edwards. Okay. Then we got Trey Lane and Ralph Best. Yeah, they've pretty much played all the guys on their roster. That is kind of embarrassing. But look at our box score. That's a great one right there. I think it's best to just show the makes for the rest of this game, as it is very, very clear who is going to come out on top. So 9 to go. Just the makes now going forward. Anderson over Rivera. Got it with the foul again. Are you kidding me? This is this going to be like one of the worst losses in like history? Because what the hell? It's 101-42. They still haven't scored since like the 5-minute mark in the third. Graves gets the steal. This is amazing. Graves, deep three, no, but Payne is there for the board again. This dude's going to put up 20 rebounds in a game again in the regular season in far less many minutes than he had it in the finals. And they've shot 24% in this game. I didn't change any sliders involving shooting whatsoever. So this is not the result of sliders. This is just pure awfulness. Is this why they were 30 and 52 last year? Because if it is, they did nothing to fix it. What the hell am I watching? That shot's good for Manning, though. But still, dude, they are 18 for 73. We have hit 23 more shots than they have. That is a lot of points. Manning at the rim is fouled by Anderson. Gotta be the first free throws for the Knicks in this half. They've hardly taken any, and he can't even hit the first one. Are you kidding me, dude? Knicks fans everywhere have gotta be shaking their head. He goes 0 for 2. And then Bobo lost it, but hangs on. Over to Anderson for the open shot. It's an onslaught. It is an onslaught. We have showed up to give this crowd a spectacular showing to show that we are here to defend this title. I am amazed at this game. The difference between these two teams is palpable. Anderson in Rivera's mouth. Wow. It's 109 to 44. Have you ever seen a scoreline like this? This is... what the hell? Best blocked out of bounds by Payne. He's got like 4 or 5 in the day. God damn.
Nicholson.
Rivera banks in the shot. Just the second field goal of the fourth quarter. Anderson long 2. Nothing but cash. Payne gets a steal off of Ralph Best. Anderson spins. Halliburton, the open 3. We cannot miss. We might put the Knicks in the dirt for one of the worst losses in NBA history. What in God's name am I possibly watching? Bobo blocks Best shot out of bounds. Both big men have stepped up on both ends of the court, man. Bobo knocks it down from the elbow. And that right there, folks, is a 70-point lead. The largest win by the deficit in NBA history is 73. We are close to making history for 2 games in a row. But that lob gets through to Kristaps. So it goes back to 68. Anderson gets inside. Halliburton, great pass. Just slip it in there. Anderson's got 44. Wow. I'm just stunned. Kristaps at the rim. Blocked by Payne off the backboard. What more do you say about him? We look like the same team from the finals, just against a much worse NBA team. Mismatch for Bobo. Gotta see if he scores this one, which he will. 72. Manning swatted by Bobo. Rivera gets to it. The defense is incredible. Rivera, shot clock winding down. Get us to stop. Graves pokes his pocket. Are you kidding me? Picks his pocket, not pokes. But still, he got the steal. Rivera blocked by Todd Graves. Look at that defense, man. Let's go. 90 seconds left for us to have the biggest win in history. And that lob will do it. We lead by 74. Nicholson, fade away, off the mark. One more bucket should seal it. Rivera to Kristaps. Under 10 on the clock. He finds Nicholson. Open 3. He finally hits one. We're going to have one more shot attempt. And it's got to be A 3 to break the record. If it's a 2, we tie it. Screen from Bobo. Graves. Back to him. He didn't fire. Come on. What do we go to? Payne. Finds Anderson at the rim. Reverse jam. The record has been tied. They inbound it. And the Knicks are not going to fire. We just tied the record for biggest win in history on opening night after a championship. What a game. What a start to the season. You literally, and this time, I mean, seriously, literally cannot get better than that. I don't think it is possible. I really don't. 124 to 51. Can you imagine? Could you imagine that before this game started? I don't think so. What the fuck did I just see? Look at that quarter by quarter scoring, dude. The Knicks just progressively got worse as the game went on. Now that I don't understand. How do you possibly score under 12 points 3 quarters in a row? They gotta fire their coach. They have to. Anderson with 46 on opening night. He was not supposed to play that many minutes. But, I mean, why not? He just went the fuck off. Halliburton was very good, 27 and 15. Payne was awesome, 13 and 23, which I think is a record for him in the regular season in terms of rebounds. Let's go check real quick. Let's see. Rebounds, 23. Yep, there it is. He just tied it. Or no, he just beat it. His own record in the regular season for rebounds in the game. And he had 5 blocks and 3 steals. Bobo had 3 blocks. Anderson, Todd Graves, and Murphy all had 1. And Anderson had 3 steals. Halliburton had 3. Graves had 2. Keldon Johnson had 2. Graves shot 4 for 10. I literally said before this game started that if he takes 10 shots, if he goes 4 for 10 or 5 for 10, you know what? I'm going to be content with that. Despite him going 1 for 6 from 3, I still want him to get better at those, so he has to keep taking those if he's going to get better at them, right? That's the only way for him to do that. And I do have the team training for him to be focused on the offensive side only and pretty much only on outside shooting. So he should progress this next year or two with outside shooting along with the help from player progression during the off seasons. But what a performance. We did not even have to ask Keldon Johnson to do anything off the bench in this one because the starters did all the work for us, which is fantastic. Carney was 0 for 4, but still I thought he played pretty well. And nobody played poorly, I thought. I thought this was just a good team win. I mean, we won by 73, so like I'm not really sure you can argue against that. Rivera, 15 points on 6 for 23 shooting. That's gotta be like one of the worst games of his career. Nobody was good for the Knicks at all. Like at all. That is, they shot 24%. 8 for 47 from 3. That's appalling. We were not even that good. We shot 30%. Which is just bad. We shot poorly from 3 and we still blew them the hell out. There were hardly any free throws taken. They took 3 free throws. I can't wait to be back in a couple of days to get started with some simming and get through the first month or so of the year. Wow. We definitely got to go on the road though with this next game. Maybe against the Celtics because they lost in 7 in the ECF last year. And they still have Tatum and Luka. That would be a really fun matchup. And hopefully both guys are going to be healthy. And we can see those black unis for the first time in person. So that is the game plan next time out. But I'm going to be gone for about a week from when I'm recording. Should only be like 4 to 5 days from when this one goes up. But if this win does not boost us to number 1 in the power rankings, I'm not sure what the hell will. So yeah, that'll end my day. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. And we'll pick up this title defending season next time out, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace and go Woodsmen. See you next time.